Okay, so this is an example in Unit 2, Section 3, and some of you were wanting some extra help, but you have done inequalities solving in the past, so this should be pretty easy, but just a reminder for those of you that wanted extra help. So a surf shop carries longboards that are from 98 to 140 inches long. So that is the length. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put 98 to 140. I know that I'm gonna have some sort of value between there, whether it's X or L for length. I know I need values in between that. For a beginner surfer using a longboard, it's recommended that the length of the board, which should be between these two values, be 7/4 times a person's height. So this length needs to be 7/4 times a person's height, which varies. So we're going to replace our X value with 7/4 times a person's height. And it says write a compound inequality in terms of H that represents the problem. And so we did that. 7/4 times a person's height needs to be somewhere in between 98 and 140 because those are the lengths of the boards that the surf shop carries. So it says solve the compound inequality from part A. We have two inequalities, so we're just going to solve them separately. So I have 98 is less than or equal to 7/4 H, and 7/4 H is also less than or equal to 140. So I could multiply everything to get rid of my fraction here. If I multiply everything at one time to get rid of the fraction, I have to multiply everything by the reciprocal. So 4/7, which means each piece needs to be multiplied by 4/7. You can show that individually or you can show that all at once. So like here, if I was multiplying each side by 4/7, I multiply by 4 and then divide by 7. Same thing over here, multiply by 4 and divide by 7 to each side. Well, these cancel, and I'm left with H on the left here, if I would draw a line down the middle, H, and then I'm going to solve that side. The 7/4 and the 4/7 gives me 28/28, which is 1, so I just get 1H, which is H. So on both sides, I'm solving for H. So you could just do it to all three pieces at one time so that we don't have to rewrite our compound inequality at the end. If it makes more sense for you to split it up, that's fine. We're just getting rid of the 7/4 by multiplying by the reciprocal, and that equals 1 when you multiply. 98 times 4 divided by 7. Let's see. $98 times 4 is 392. 392 divided by 7 is 56. On this side, 140 times 4 divided by 7 is going to give us 80. I could cross reduce if I wanted to. These are both divisible by 7, so I can get 20 and 1. 20 times 4 is 80. But see how the H is still between these two values. So my inequality is 56 is less than or equal to H, which is less than or equal to 80, which you would have done if you just multiplied each of these by 4/7. Okay, either way is fine. Graph the solution set to part B on a number line. So I have 56 here, 80 over here. You can be 56 inches tall, you can be 80 inches tall, or your height can be anywhere between there. So there's our solution set. What is the height of the shortest person that the surf shop carries longboards for? 56 inches. So that'll help you on your homework if you're needing extra help there.